What's up? Welcome to Prix Game. We're going to be talking about Ferrari next. The Tifosi, good old Ferrari, and of course my Italian stallion friend John over here. And I know that the couple past videos have had like kind of watered down news. This is actually some cool. If you know this bit of history about Ferrari, yeah, it's juicy. It is juicy and convoluted AF, as the kids would say. And John, my Italian friend, I will just let you own this one forever.
Let's jump in. So, Felipe Massa, Brazilian F1 driver and Michael Schumacher's successor at Ferrari, has assembled a legal team and is suing F1 and the FIA over the race results over the 2008 F1 title. Now, Lewis Hamilton won the championship that year by 1 point, and the race results really do matter. Fernando Alonso, in fact, won that race, but Lewis took 1 point because of his position on the grid. Felipe, Bernie Eccleston claims, was not given the correct due process over the race results, and Massa is now suing based on the lost wages or revenue income that he would have generated had he won the 2008 world title. Now, I don't even know what to make of this.
What
Right.
does that even mean, bro? Are you kidding? Like, that's so. Okay, like, I've read the articles on this too, and like, you're way more in tune with the history of it all. But what the actual F? What the actual F?
Honestly, this is as confusing as the non-human biologics, Colin. I mean,
No. The unidentified aerial phenomenon, right? Yeah, UAPs. That's what we call them now.
UAPs. Absolutely. I mean,
Ugh.
now we just say that it's Max Verstappen in a Red Bull. But
Mm.
listen, honestly, I don't know what to make of this, and it's very hard to see what will even come of this, to be quite honest. I mean, this is way more than a decade old at this point, and Bernie Eccleston is now claiming that he doesn't remember making the incendiary claims that led to all of this legal action in the first place.
Because we all know Bernie Eccleston is a saint. Yeah,
The
absolute
arbiter,
saint that guy is.
the
Saint.
ar- the arbiter of truth and justice
The
in
Pope of
F1
F1 for a while.
for a
Even
while.
today. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I don't know where this will lead, bottom line. And frankly, we see people weighing in on it, including the likes of Ferrari and Fred Vasseur. But I think, listen, on the American side of the fence, we have the NFL, and there is a slogan that comes around in the NFL all the time, which is protect the shield. I think we're going to see the same thing happen with F1 and the FIA, and I think that this ends up going nowhere, but I'm willing to watch from the stands with my popcorn as this all unfolds for sure.
I mean, dude, this is a part of the reason that we started the channel is because
Yes.
like F1 has like this like knight in shining armor kind of image that they are dead set on like clinging on to,
Yeah.
and like good for them. I don't need to cling on to it, so that's fine.
No.
But anyway, like yeah, that's a cool bit of news. I think the other one is less exciting, but Carlos Sainz, he's up for contract negotiation. He's getting a little bit itchy in his britches for good reason. His contract ends at the end of next season, but he wants to get it done over the winter. And Charles Leclerc, longest contract in F1 history,
Yeah.
just kind
And
of living,
now renewed, right?
living the life of a Monegasque prince as he should.
I love the fact that Charles signs his contract with Ferrari and immediately releases new music. Meanwhile, I'm a professional musician launching a F1 commentary channel.
You guys should get together. Yo, Chuck, what's up? Do people call him Chuck? They should call him Chuck.
They really should. But hey,
Yeah.
Charles, hit me up if you want to collab, man. Let's do it. Meanwhile, frankly, my personal take is that Carlos Sainz should not re-up with Ferrari. I feel like there is a really interesting opportunity for him with Sauber, which will turn into Audi for the 2026 regs. And I could totally see Sauber making a play for Carlos to come on board a year early, 2025, before Audi formally takes over as lead sponsor of that car. And with the Sainz family ties to Audi and to motor racing in Germany, I really think that that could be a really interesting opportunity for Carlos.
I agree. It's like clear on all the team radios. You don't have to be a damn rocket scientist to figure out that, like, Charles is the chosen one, even though a lot of the time the tire strategy seems to favor Carlos, right? Like they make decisions that are better for Carlos and then park his behind right in back of Charles for a handful of laps until he kills his
Right.
tires. So it's like, if you're freaking Carlos Sainz, like I'm glad that he got his one win right at Silverstone. I think it was last year. That was his first win. Happy for the guy. I think that he's got a lot more wins under his belt. But Ferrari generally this season, I don't know. It's a little bit tough. It's a little bit tough.
Well, strategy problems abound. Tire deg issues seem to be the just name of the game. And
strategy issues? Is that what you just said?
strategy.
That's unbelievable.
Yep.
Weird.
And honestly, what is disappointing is that Fred Vasseur, I think we all thought that he would come in and just figure things out. And I think we're starting to just realize that this is a cultural issue. This is a Ferrari issue. And no one person can come in and just flip a light switch to make this team run the way we all want to see it run. No one wants to see Ferrari in fourth. I mean, let's just be honest. That is preposterous.
I wouldn't consider myself a part of that crowd. I'm fine if they're in fourth personally. I don't mind. Look, I know that they are, again, it's like speaking ill of the Pope. I don't want that. So Ferrari, don't come down on me. Fix your strategy, fix your team. Because like Fred Vasseur came out the other day saying, firing people from the team isn't the answer. To which I would say, like, so Freddie boy, like, what is the answer?
Well, Colin, I mean, I think Peter Windsor reported on this a couple of weeks ago, and I think he's right in that one of the challenges Ferrari is facing at the moment is because of Brexit, they're not able to bring in engineers who are UK based, that there are all kinds of legal and visa restrictions that are hurdles now in their way to poach the best talent from other teams that we've seen so often happen from the likes of Aston Martin, McLaren.
Red Bull.
Right. Exactly.
Well, it's like really who's poaching engineers from Red Bull, because I think that's the spice melange that everybody wants to get a taste of. And if you know that episode of South Park, good for you. Nice. But seriously, the spice, it's powerful. But yeah, I mean, look, this is the most popular team in motorsport, right? Like at the end of the day, they're going to make the most money off of F1 out of anybody, regardless of where they finish in the standings. Like that's just a fact of contracts.
Yep.
But Ferrari high level, right? Like again, not to beat a dead horse, like let's see if they can figure out the strategy stuff. I hope that they do. Like having more dogs in the fight against Red Bull would be a good thing. Like they can clearly stick around over the course of one lap during qualifying, but clearly not during the race. And with that is Ferrari and what's up. So thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate you very much. And cheers from us at Pre Game Live. Peace.
Absolutely.